If you can't apply it, you don't have it. Does that make sense? And so the FIT system's main focus is the soul, to help people learn a new rhythm of learning that I think and feel and grow. And it's 1, 2, 3, pause. 1, 2, 3, pause. And in that rhythm, what you're learning goes beyond your mind into your heart and comes out through your will. Jesus said that when we know the truth will set us free. The knowing is the mind and the heart connecting and agreeing. Then you're free. Freedom is not something you do to yourself. It's something you surrender to. And so what I want to do today is I want to take you into the believer room. We're going to use the same format of education, accountability, and assignment. You don't have any notes with this because it is an overview. Normally, I don't give this overview this quick, but that was the pleasant surprise. Jesus said, no, I want you to begin to show them what is coming in the believer room. Some of them need you to do that because they're going to see things that will cause them to say, I'm going for the gold. And that's really what he told me. They're ready. So what I want to do is take this beginning of the morning, and I want to work through some principles with you, okay? Are we filming this? Okay, so they'll be able to see it on the board. All right, thank you. Can we give him a hand clap? He worked so hard. And he really, Jason is taking a lot of this stuff and he's putting it into the computer for us. And I shared with many of my teams as I went around the world the last swing, showing them what he's building. And they're in awe because the day of the paper, the notebook is over in many places. And they're just sick of it. You're giving me notebooks? And who was it? Hans Vandermeulen? One of the guys said, thank you for Jason. He's setting us free, you know. And I said, free of what? He said, your notebooks, you know. And so I really am honestly grateful for the mind and the heart that you have. You've got the ability, but you've got the heart to say, I'll do it. And he's put a ton of work into it. So be praying for him. Because I do believe, you know, in my computer bag, I've got a little 2-pound computer that lasts 8 hours a day on battery. When he gets that done, I'm going to be taking the notebook. But we'll be able to just walk around with our little tablet PCs and we can reach the world, amen? So thank you for all that you do. Okay, if I'm going to teach you to read, now those that were there last night, don't zone out, zone in. This is review now, okay? All right, so if I'm going to teach you to read, I do 3 things. What's the first thing I do? I teach the alphabet. You learn the letters. Then I teach you the sounds they make. Then we learn to blend them. And what happens? You can read. Not too complicated. That's the most effective way to read. Okay? There is a way that we've learned to do by memorization, but that's not as healthy and effective. I won't go into the details. So let's play the game. I'm going to teach you the alphabet. We've got A, E, I, O, and U, and Y. Then we have consonants, G, D, R, S, N. Is that the alphabet? Yes, it is. Remember, you're learning the alphabet. You can't answer like you know it. We're playing a game. You're learning the alphabet. Okay, I forgot. Okay, so what I'm teaching the alphabet, and since I'm the teacher, you trust me that I know the alphabet, and I'm giving you the alphabet. So is this the alphabet? Yes. Yeah, and every good observer value went, I'm not playing this game with you. All right, so what sounds do they make? So we go through the sounds. Then we blend the sounds. And now you should be able to read. So let's see if you can read. What does that say? Well, no, because you can't read this. You don't have the letter T, and you have the letter B or T. You don't have the letter M. You don't have the letter F. So now what can you read? Do you see the problem? The problem that we run into in the kingdom is people don't grow in a church like they grow in regular life. We end up, I mean, how many, when you were born, this is the church you went to? And your parents attended it, and you've got a systematic way that you've learned what you need to learn. That's not how it works. The pastor is much like a principal of a school, and the problem is his students shift from all over the city every other week. So he's got no way that he can systematically sit down and fix the letters that are missing. Does that make sense? And so what happens is we miss specific letters, and what was said is not what we heard. And what a difference. God said you are not a sinner but my friend, but you come away with God said you're a sinner. Is there a difference in that sentence? What a difference a few letters make. Do you see that? What a difference a few letters make. And so my assignment basically is to help pastors. If you really to boil everything down and say, Bethy, what is your personal passion? What is your ministry in your mind? Ministry in my mind is helping pastors shine. They have the toughest job there is, and they could really use all the assistance they can get. And so what happens is if we can help the pastors with the glitches that are around them everywhere, then they will be able to succeed with what God has called them to do. But instead, we tend to see pastors get ripped off all the time. I won't go into that because I could get angry. So we have a bridge. What is the purpose for the bridge? The purpose for the bridge is to give us the foundation where everything we learn goes. That you can know what is to happen in each location on the bridge, each position. The first location where the watchers are, there is a specific revelation that needs to take place. And that revelation will take them from trusting themselves to having faith in God. That's simply what that is. And there are certain things that if learned, that person will get that revelation in a healthy way. There's 3 things that are needed to receive a healthy revelation. First, you need information. Faith cometh by hearing what? Right. So you need information. That's the first. That has to do with your intellect. Okay? The second thing we need is people. People that will help. People that will guide you over. And then the third thing that we need